Probably not. Default. Phone. Yes. Yes? Yes, is this audible? Let me see. Okay, let me turn this up a little bit because it's really quiet. I'm just have my... No, I don't want that. Keep going. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm back to date. I got it. Gonna open up live chat so I can see you guys. If you guys don't talk to me, turn this off so I can start actually getting to sketching these characters. Okay then, cool. I hate that there's all this audio feedback in the background, but can't really fix that. Okay, everything's working out. I keep having to look back at these references for various reasons, so I could just close this now. Don't say. No reference. I don't have two screens, which sucks. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Really, there's various reasons why not. Okay, then I was gonna repeat what I was saying before, is that this is kind of a draw to adopt. I believe you guys saw my lines over here. Draw to adopt is for this character, and inside the picture you start telling stories to these 5 kits, I believe they're called. I don't know, I just call them babies, because that's what they are. Okay, get rid of that. Right here I'm just sketching it out so I can align these guys properly later on. Probably send the people who actually own them the separate layer with all of them on it, or with the different ones on it. I mean, it'll be small, but it'll be kind of like a chibi commission piece of art for them, so you know, that's good. Check something. I have this on. Watching, okay. I'm gonna fix my headphones so I can actually hear the music. Okay. Yeah. Well, I apologize for the birds, but they're too cute, and I won't make them stop talking. I love them so much. Now this one. Probably shorten it a bit. Okay then. Boop, boop. There we go. Things are so freaking cute. Little puppos, but with cool glittery tails. Wait a second. Okay, so because I think this is going to a lot of people who use Join Me instead of YouTube. If you don't know, if you click on or poke or whatever, that live chat thing, whatever device you're on, chat to me live, I'll see it and I'll probably respond to it. Okay, that's pretty much so it. Oh yeah, I have a friend who likes to watch my live streams. I should probably send it to her too. Okay, I'll send it to her. probably just post it to Tumblr, but I don't care enough. If I would, I would probably make an over-medicated one instead of just whatever the heck this is, Alexander the Big Bro. I don't know why I even did that. I'll probably change it eventually. Hair, it's adorable, kind of goes like this. And then think like a ladybug on nose or something like that. I don't know, that could be a bee too. Oh, come, now I'll decide when I actually line it. This one is going to be I have to decide which one I feel like would have a more interesting view to do like this. I think since I'm going to be drawing two of the same crates for the same person, put them side by side. Probably do these two being that, so whatever. Okay. Oh, since this one's the back, I guess I'll do the one with the hair in the back. Let me kinda get rid of some of the cut over here. I'm not good with back profiles, but who cares, because this is just a sketch. Be as messy as you want with sketches. Draw whatever I want to, but I'm not going to. That's not okay. I'm a professional live streamer. I don't know what I'm clicking half the time. Does any live streamer ever know what they're doing half the time? Sure they don't. This is a lot of little winglets. This music is just so epic, and here I am just drawing crap. I mean, his characters aren't crap, but my art isn't crap. I shouldn't consider my art crap. I should be more confident in myself. Right, tail is kind of the same as most of the species' tail is. Kind of like a shape like this. Got fur. Decide which part is the top and which part is bottom. Probably be more like this then. That'd be this part smoother. Right here. These live streams, even though they're just fun, you guys sometimes like to watch them, they're also pretty beneficial to me because it keeps me focused on drawing and kind of keeps me away from stopping and just browsing through DeviantArt endlessly, because I have to be focused on this. You guys won't just let me stop inside the middle of recording to just watch random videos or to browse DeviantArt, so it kind of keeps me focused. Why the heck did Steam open up? I guess I accidentally clicked on Undertale. I don't want to do an Undertale live stream. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish the hard Undertale. I don't think I actually can. I worked on it for a lot. That got me a lot of people like to watch it, which was cool. So I might just do it for popularity. Then again, I don't care about that because, well, first of all, none of my videos are monetized. Don't know if you guys ever noticed that. It's not any sort of thing like, oh, poor me, YouTube won't monetize me. Nah, I'm sure they would. I mean, I don't cuss. I don't really do anything especially lewd or gory. I have royalty-free music that I listen to. So I think they totally would monetize me, unless they just randomly made the choice not to, because I heard that they want to do that. Thing is, I'm just too lazy to actually figure out how to. And I know I would make, like, no profit on it. And I don't see the reason why even to do it if I get maybe 4 views on a video. If I got something like over 20 views on a video, I might be interested in that. I mean, I do have a few videos where I have a few extra views on them, but honestly, they're not all that great, not enough for me to actually care about monetizing my videos. Not like one off one has 20, so now I'm gonna monetize every single one of them. But yeah. I'm gonna take a drink. There it is. Apparently one of mine got 58 views. That's because I played Yandere Simulator. Should probably do that again, but it was so bad. It was like 30 minutes of me not knowing how to even play the game, and then failing at everything. Oh jeez, this is loud. Let me check something. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, you guys. Turn this a bit. Wait, I could turn this down just for myself like this. Oh, what's going on? I don't know where anything is. Okay, here we are. No, I do not want to open Microsoft Word. Okay. But I keep having good ideas for videos to make. Then again, I'm too lazy to make a video that I have to edit. If I did, I'd probably want to do it kind of an animation style, like The Odd One Is Out, something else YT, or Jaden Animations might do, but it's so much work. And I don't really care about making money off of it, so I'm doing all this work for no profit and no real reason that I can see, and I don't really care about doing it that much, so I don't really see why I should. Oh, wait 1 second. Yeah, Mom? Yeah?
Want that beef stew?
No thank you, I'm not really hungry right now. Okay. Just Dad asking if I wanted some food for dinner. Whatever. Sure you guys are used to family members popping in and out. I don't really care that much. Sure that I interrupt my brother during his live streams every 5 seconds. Yeah. I was surprised when he heard that sometimes they get 8 viewers. He's like, what? YouTube live streaming must be the way to go, because he does it on Twitch. And gets so surprised when he hears how many people end up going to one live stream. Which I just kind of laugh at. I mean, not just my live streams, but other more popular, but still not really huge. Okay, so this is Opera, and Microsoft Word did open. That's great. You know what? Who cares? Let's listen to Opera, you guys. Either way, like, Game Theorists, their channel is really big, but I don't know how big their live streaming channel actually is compared to a lot of other live streaming channels. They still get like 40,000 per, and I told him that. He was like, what the heck? Barely anybody gets that many on Twitch. Then again, I don't know how true that statement is. You know, with opera, I can never tell what they're saying. People are always like, oh, this song is so sad, it's so heartfelt, listen to all those lyrics. I'm like, what? I don't understand what they're saying at all. Okay. This should be like little knobs. I made them too big at first. This is a little baby. Okay, that works a lot more. It's good singing, but I don't know what they're saying. That's the same with rap for me. I never know what anybody's saying in rap. Unless I look up the lyrics, then after a few listens I start to kind of get the gist of it. I was like, oh, that's a cool, quick noises, but I don't know what you're saying. Back of the head has like no hair on it. This is royalty free, right? Yeah, royalty free. Handle, rejoice. Okay, if you guys really like opera and like this song, then you know what it's called. Yeah. Her. Then tail. You know what? I got that word. Rejoice. Didn't get that. Okay, looks like I'm... If yelling was an art form, that could go for two things. Both screamo and opera. One of them is a lot more civilized than the other. I'll let you guess which one. And no, I was not referring to screamo. Okay, and her mark is like a little heart. So these two are like little magical princesses right there. I'm not really into this song. What about that one? I don't know what those words are, but violin looks cool. That's this. Okay, I thought I saw something happen over there. Turns out not. Okay then. And this is the last one. Right here. This is some nice colors, yo. Okay, and looks like this part of the tail is kind of done with MS Paint. I mean, oh well, it kind of zoomed out. That's good job. Trying to see how it's a little crookedy. Had no line weight. I wouldn't know, to be honest, though, but so I was kind of guessing. Okay. Yeah, not too many edits on this one. Watching, so people watched. Love it when you're doing a live stream and you're not in a talking mood. And that's just great, isn't it? Everyone loves it when they have a silent YouTuber. I'm sure deaf people don't mind. Then again, deaf people actually, well, they're idiots who never hear or are not, jeez. Okay, let me rephrase this. Deaf people might not be able to hear you speak, but they still see the words on the bottom, and that's still interesting to them. There we go. So it's, yeah, deaf people would probably care that I'm not speaking. And again, they probably can't watch live streams because captions don't think they work live. And if they have interpreters, then yeah. Wow, those eyes were like death. Okay, this is bad. Bad eyes, bad, bad, bad. Oh goodness. Here, just... that'll work for now. That's really distracting. Oh my gosh, why did I choose to do that? Okay, but... oh, Hayden Brerwood is here. Hello. Hey there, dude. 1 minute ago, you showed up. I don't exactly know what you're talking about, but you said hello, yes, LOL, and true, very true. Oh, wait 1 second. What?
Are you doing something?
Yeah, I'm live streaming. What do you need?
Oh, when you have a chance, Daddy needs you to help watch Enzo.
Can you just tell him I'm doing something live and I can't really get up?
Well, as soon as you can.
Just, I don't care. Bring him in here. Okay. Hayden Brerwood said, oh my lord, I believe, or oh am I? Don't know. Because either the L is capitalized, is not capitalized, or the I is capitalized. Oh jeez. There we go. Oh, she's probably commenting on the eye that I did. Okay, I completely forgot I did that. Okay. Let me kind of fix these ears. Yes, very precise erasing. Oh, it's an L. Nice. Okay, cool. And some XDs. Okay. Cool to have someone here to talk to. Even though I still don't really talk that much. I'm tired because I just came back from the fair. Which is like, fairs are a cool idea in theory, but then you just realize like all that stuff you can do at home. Especially me, because I'd be like, oh, but the petting zoos. Yeah, but I literally practically live on a petting zoo. I have a goat, I have guinea pigs, I got chickens. Except for the fact that I could just pick them up and no one's gonna tell me, you have to touch them with 2 fingers along the back. You know, goats don't like being pet on their ears. That's wrong. My goat loves being pet on the ears. He's like a puppy. He presses his head into your hand just to get optimal itching. It's absolutely adorable. Also, I can feed my goat for free. I mean, the only thing that I can't do inside a fair is get hounded by people trying to sell me things. which, when I think about it, isn't something I actually want. Okay, this just makes him look very angry. Ah, jeez. This is, like, not turning out perfect well. It's the view of the face. Oh, that helps a lot. That works a lot better. Gotta get some fur over here. Little nose. I'm a dog person, LOL, but I love animals. I'm a completely animal person, as you can probably hear. I have 2 finches here. They're being butts because they won't stop tweeting. That's right, I'm talking to you, Darwin. I got a cat right next to me. So I got 3 animals in my vicinity. I'm always lived on a farm, so when people ask, are you a dog or a cat person, just like every animal. Honest to goodness, I just want every animal to myself. Doesn't matter what the animal is. Name an animal, I probably want it. Honestly, can't think of an animal that I wouldn't like to own. I mean, the care is always hard. It's always a part of it that you gotta kind of think about. Like, people talk about how, while owning a monkey is legal, it is probably the hardest animal to ever take care of. Which makes sense to me, but knowing how many animals I've had and my life with animals, it's just, I could probably totally take care of them. Animals do whatever they want, don't they? LOL. Yes, they do. They are crazy. Your drawings are really nice, by the way. Thank you, dude. Of course, I always like getting compliments on my art. Who wouldn't like getting compliments? But thank you very much for your compliment. Oh, there's my cat. Hear me talking about you, lovelies? Yeah, I have a chicken, Bardock chicken. If you don't know, that's a one that's kind of black and white, kind of like a checkered bird. If you had cut out a checkerboard to a shape of the chicken, that'd probably be it. Okay, now I've got my cat on my lap. Yep. Okay. And I taught her to fly onto my arm to get food, which kind of taught herself that because she's too lazy for me to bring it to her. She just flies across the barn for me to grab her so that I can feed her food. It just turned into a trick. The only one I actually can get her to do, because that was her idea in the first place. And she just decided that because she does that, she has free reign of the barn. But we have a rat problem in the barn. So, we have rat traps and rat poison in the barn. And she likes to have free reign of the barn. So every time that I go into the barn, she tries to jump in and I'm chasing her out. And she doesn't care because, well, she's chicken. She does whatever the heck she wants. She isn't scared of me like other chickens are. So she just kind of walks around while I have to chase her out. The other day I had a huge scare because I thought that she had died. She had gotten into the barn and she was laying collapsed on the ground gasping for air. I was so terrified. I realized after giving her water she was probably undergoing some sort of heat stroke because we had a horrible heat wave. I took her inside the house, I bathed her, gave her some ice cold water, I gave her some berries which she wasn't too interested in, sat her on a towel in front of some fans, and she ended up okay, but once she felt good, she got up, pooped everywhere, and ran away before I could react. Thanks, Silver, I love you too. Animals, am I right? Happily, she only really pooped on the towel, which ended up being cleaned, so I didn't have to worry about that. Pretty sure I could work primarily on line art now. Jeez, these songs are usually so intense. And yes, right here, this is supposed to be drawing a Sasquatch. I just love how I did it so it looks so schwanky. Things are not really detailed because I'm thinking just gonna do them in lineless color. Okay. Yeah. This is detailed enough to go in and line. See, I already lined the main focus. Didn't line these at these 5 at first because I didn't have a reference for them yet, and somebody sent me a reference. Hayden said, "Oh my gosh, XD." Yeah, probably talking about my chickens, which are literally insane. I have too many animals. I care for too many animals. I don't care. I love animals. I want more. I'm always begging for more animals. I'm like, "Mother, there's a reptile show. Let's buy and get 30 snakes and 50 turtles." Mom always says, "We're not gonna get anything," but then she's the one who has to persuade Dad to let her get some. It's just a whole family of, I want more animals. The old-fashioned beat drop. Can you ever have too many animals? Exactly. You cannot. Animals are the greatest, though. I love them. And just when we thought we had enough, I bought 2 finches. Police spent all my money on it. Till I went through my entire desk looking for this microphone, which ended up not being even being inside there. And well, I found 40 extra bucks. That was cool. Like 30 bucks in Amazon gift cards. Which I don't think I could buy a better microphone than what I have with $30, because this is originally a $30 one, but then my Radio Shack was closing, so it's on like 40%? 45%? Either way, it went from 30 to like $17 or $15. It's a little thing like the size of your palm, and it has a stand and a tiny, teeny USB microphone thing that kind of moves around. So you can hook it on and move around the little thing. I taped a picture of Shrek's face to the back of it. Let's see. That was part of an April Fool's joke where I cut out Shrek faces and then put it over every single family picture that we had. The little teeny tiny faces, which I put on everybody else's faces. Mom woke up early and then taking all those pictures and just putting them on the screen of my laptop. My brother heard what happened. He's like, "Oh man, I wish I saw that." It was pretty awesome. I had one where I had my baby half-brother, well, my young half-brother looking at my brother as a baby. And it was just a weird Shrek looking at another weird Shrek. And I was laughing so hard at it. Finding surprise money in your desk drawer. That is true happiness. The only thing that beats that for me is hugging a dog, though. LOL. I know, right? I mean, true happiness is hugging. Well, a dog, I'd say any animal that will let you hug it. It's true happiness, because I just love animals. I do like cats more than dogs a little bit, but I like both of them equally, to be honest. Surprise money in a desk drawer is like a happiness that you don't know is coming, so it makes it all the more sweeter. If you know that happiness is coming, like, you look at dog, you're like, "I'm gonna hug that dog." You hug the dog, and then you know you're gonna be happy. Being angrily searching through a desk because you can't find your microphone anywhere, and then suddenly coming across $40 when you thought you were broke, and you weren't gonna have any money to buy lunch in college is just like, I'm gonna be able to eat. But even so, it's not like I'm dying of not having any money, though. I mean, I usually just make my lunches at home, but sometimes I'm really starving after lunch because I packed too little. I will be able to eat without money, trust me. I'm too young to get my own place. Well, I'm old enough if I wanted to, but I'm not stable enough. I'm not in a position where I'd ever be stable enough. I'm not like a 30-year-old woman living inside my mom's apartment going like, "Well, I'm not stable enough yet, so I'm just gonna live inside my mother's basement for like ever until I'm stable enough," which will be never. No, I'm 18 and just started college. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of any 18-year-old being able to immediately getting enough money right when they're in college. I only own a dog since I'm in the city, but I do love all animals. Cats are okay, I just have too much energy, so it's fun to play with dogs who are generally more friendly. For me, it's opposite, because I have, like, no energy, so I just like to lay on bed with my cat laying on me, just sleepily. We just sleepily cuddle. I mean, dogs, if I didn't have any other family members, and they didn't have each other, I don't think I'd be able to take care of them properly. I wouldn't take them in, because I just don't exercise with them too much. I go out there, and I hug them, and I curl them onto my lap and not play with them, I just kind of pet them and cuddle them until they fall asleep. But they need to run around and have energy, which they do with my other family members. Which is good for them, you know? It wouldn't be good for them if I actually was living on my own. But I probably will get a dog when I live on my own. Probably a pit bull. First of all, pit bulls are adorable. Bod Zio Elite says, "How are you, babe?" I'm cool, babe. I tried to do finger guns, but that doesn't work when you are only a voice. So what exactly you draw? Exactly I draw is an art piece for this draw to adopt, where you draw the image and then you end up adopting it. It's also kind of like a right to adopt and all this other stuff encompassed in the one of this character. And inside the piece I'm doing, I have all these other 5 characters who he's talking to, because he's kind of like a storyteller slash prophet who tells legends to go along with the prompt. And I like characters. I just hit a lot of stuff that you probably heard that now it's probably annoying. Okay, that's exactly what I draw. Hold on a second, I gotta close these curtains. I have window position perfectly set in the perfect time when I like to do my live streams. The sun just goes straight through the window and hits my face. Let me fix that. How did baby kitty with this? There we go. I think it tangled my cord a bit in the process. I don't really care. Okay, there we go. And now you want to say hi to me, hey cat? I'm an annoying thing, but I love you so much. Look at this. You can kind of see the head shape through it. That's not what I meant to click on. So, a bit of a wider brush. Like this. Yeah, that works pretty well. Nose. I know the nose is a little bit different in these drawings, but I can't really see what the nose is doing. It looks kind of like a rabbit or rodent nose. So I kind of draw the other thing. That's awesome. Is it birds in your room? Or 1,000 of chicken dog toys? It's birds. They're 2 finches, Gizmo and Darwin, or Darwin and Gizmo. Usually I say it the other way around. Oh well, they're finches. They talk a lot, which is great, especially when they wake you up every morning at 6:30 a.m. or when the cat tries to attack them at 5 a.m. It's great. They're too cute not to love, though. Man, talking really dehydrates you. Yeah, there. In case you're wondering, there are 2 zebra finches, and Darwin just looks like a normal one. Gizmo has white wings instead of the usual spotted ones. I believe the wings are usually either gray or spotted. I can't tell because Darwin isn't turning around so I could see them. Okay, thanks, Darwin. Either way, he has white wings, and I can't really tell about that. Do you use a mouse or a graphic tablet? I use a Wacom tablet. I don't know which kind. It's the $100 kind. It's a lot better. You can usually tell someone can if they can do this. Yeah, pen pressure is awesome sometimes. Okay. And the style still looks pretty good. Wow, lots of detail. Oh well. Yeah, I need a new tablet eventually. This thing's really old. Sometimes glitches out and the tablet part is all scratched up from using a pen, and I press too hard a lot. Oh my gosh, I keep pressing different keys. I don't think I can work with a mouse anymore. I used to work with a mouse. It was like the worst thing ever. I hated working with a mouse so much. I mean, the thing is that I know what I'm drawing. I know how to draw. But every time I work with the mouse, everything ends up skewed or too long or too short, too thin or too crooked. And it's just like you can never get it to look exactly the way that you want to. I could draw well on paper. I could draw perfectly great on paper. But with a mouse, I just cannot draw what I had in mind. Hold on a second. Hayden says, I use an iPad. I never thought about you. Well, I think I have thought about using an iPad before, but you know, it's better just to use what I have. I like using my my computer because I have all sorts of different, I guess, controls. I have the shortcut hotkeys all on my, on my keyboard, which is pretty good. 1 second, I need to let my cat out. She's making a hissy fit, and she will probably poop in my room if I don't. She has done that before, like 3 times, and then peed all over my stuff. Come here, baby. Go outside, baby. Go outside, you big butt. Love you too. Okay. There we go. Cool. I don't know if she poops in my room out of spite for me not opening the door, or just because she had to go outside because she had to pee. Or poop. I need to lighten this layer a bit. Go past the end, now I'm on thing. Yeah, I have a program that's most of the same tools as most computer programs. It's the only reason why I use the iPad instead. Alright then, gotcha. It's pretty cool you can find a good program. I've tried to use it before with a stylus, but I guess maybe my tablet is too small. It's not an iPad, it's like a Samsung Galaxy Tab something or other. Promise it's not the one that blows up on people. Either way, maybe it's too small, maybe it's just not sensitive enough or something like that. It's just not good for drawing. So I don't really care. In the end, I just decided, okay, I can't really draw with this, whatever. Okay. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's good to flip the characters. Just make sure it still looks good. Can't tell. His character might look like he's a little bit crooked. Something feels off about him, but I might be too lazy to actually fix it. So even though I'm actually working hard on this piece, there are some things that you just kind of like, not working hard enough to care. Today I saw Gizmo, my little birdie, just hanging out inside of his water thing, splashing water everywhere. It was great. I caught a little video of it. I'm not gonna show it to you guys now, but if you want to see it, I posted it to my Tumblr that I made exclusively for my birds. It's called Two Finches. I don't know if there's an apostrophe between that. You can just figure it out. If you don't want to look it up, then I don't really mind. It's your choice. I'm just that weirdo who makes tumblers for their animals. I have a good drawing stylus too. I've got a rack of stylus with pen pressure, but mostly use the Mecho disc with precision stylus. It's almost exactly like a pencil. That's pretty great. Well, unless it's literally just a pencil and you're just drawing on your iPad. But if not, and it works like if, okay, whatever. If it actually works really good, then that's great, yo. Good. Speaking of drawing on the screen, I remember inside the doctor's office once, inside the waiting room, there was a computer. This little kid went up to the computer, tried to use it, and when he couldn't figure out how to use it, he just took a pencil and started drawing all over the screen. And my dad and I were just staring at each other like, where the heck are is this kid's parents? Why the heck isn't anybody doing something about it? Honestly, hate it when parents can't keep their kids under control. They said something like, oh, he's 3, he doesn't know any better. Yeah, you're gonna be making that argument for him until he's 18, and then when he's 21, you're gonna be like, you're 21, you should know better. Hey, hon, you didn't teach him any better. So of course he's not gonna know what he's doing when he's older. It's just a little pet peeve I have, is just bad parents all around who don't teach their kids something. You should expect well-behaved children by the year of 1. That's what my mother expected, and I ended up being a well-behaved child. Even though I have Asperger's, I had celiac disease, in which made me act and seem like a retarded child, and I also had sensory processing disorder, in which I wasn't able to wear almost anything. And at the age of 1, I was a respectable child. So, parents, don't give me that crap about, oh, they're 1 year old, they don't know what they're doing, I'm just gonna let them scream and kick your chair at the back of a plane for 5 hours and gonna yell at you if you have any problems with it. Parents, don't give me that. You can totally control your kids. Just put a little bit of effort into it. Actually, maybe be harsh with them at once instead of saying, no, 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 dearie, don't do that. Make them scared. Tell them a harsh no. And then they get the idea that you don't do that. Because that isn't a nice sound. They don't understand the word no, they understand the tone. And when they hear the tone, and they know that the tone is bad, they freak out. And that's when you got them where you want them. It's not science. You just teach them like you would, well, a dog. That's kind of weird to say. Treat your children kind of like a dog, but during their first years, kind of gotta do that. Gotta give them a harsh little no sometimes. Because they don't understand English, they just don't understand your tone. People don't understand that. Sometimes I wonder who's the actual child. Dad always said that it isn't the children who need a spanking, it's the parents. Totally agree with him. Okay, that was a long rant. Who cares though? You don't watch this to actually get good content. You just watch this to listen to me rant while I draw and hear a bunch of squawking in the background. Eventually hear me drinking. Like so. No one subscribes to this channel for good content. If they did, then they made a bad choice, because I'm not gonna provide. I love when you're talking about yourself. Thank you. I love when I talk about myself too. I think everybody does, though. Like talking about themselves. That's a weird tangent. Okay. Wait, that was. I keep forgetting that when you do Control T, you have to hit OK afterwards. It's okay. I get where you're coming from. Awesome. Glad you do. Because if you were an angry parent, then, well, that would have been fun. Have that conversation again. Thing is, I'm a pretty outspoken person, and I don't have any filters, so I talk about whatever comes to my mind, whenever it comes to my mind. I don't really care, so even though it might offend people, I'll just blurt it out and then regret it later on. It's the thing of Asperger's. And then sometimes people get angry at me when I blurt something out I think is perfectly fine, and then it turns out, hey, apparently making a racist joke is racist. I didn't mean to make that racist joke. To be honest, I didn't even think about race. I just mentioned something about slavery, and it wasn't even thinking about it in the context of race. It was to an African American woman, and then I realized it after I made the joke, and I felt so bad. Happily, she was a good sport about it. Like, she was telling me, oh, you're so funny, you could be a comedian, but I was like, oh my gosh, why did I just make this joke? You know, technically it wasn't racist, it was just like, oh yeah, my mom drags me everywhere, it's like she's a slave master. It wasn't saying something against race, more or less it was saying something that could be culturally inappropriate to say to them. It could be a trigger warning, it could be, I don't know what it could be. All I know is that it could probably make them very angry, or they might still have emotions about that. I made a mistake. Didn't realize until after I said it. And happily, we're doing graphic on order, or do you think about it? Doing graphic on order. I don't really get graphics, orders for orders for graphics that we are saying. So I don't really take them that much. I do it my own thing. Did you think? Okay, yeah, okay, now I kind of understand what you're saying. First I had to think about what you were saying. So, I do not take orders or commissions, but I'm trying to open a shop for me to sell custom character designs, but actual art for people, I do not like to do. Reason for that is a long story. And since we have other stories to talk about, I guess I'll tell you it. Without giving out who it was or any names, a person commissioned me who was pretty close to me, and they told me that they wanted me to draw something for them that was very professional. They said they would pay $175. Holy shoot, that is a good amount of money. I really didn't want to take it though, because it was for animals. This was about 5 years ago, and I really wasn't good at drawing animals. I could not do it, and I knew that. I tried to say no, I tried to turn him down, say, I know it's a lot of money, I know it's good money, but at that time I was like 13 or 14 years old. I didn't need that much money, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to live up to his standard that he had for me. So I just kind of said, no, I won't do this, I don't want to do this, I want to do something that's less professional, more casual, and I want to draw something that I know that I can make a few mistakes with. Because if you're going to be if you're going to be paid about almost $200 or something, you want to be able, well, you don't want to take that commission unless you know that you can do it well. The 14-year-old little girl who can barely even draw for beans. I mean, I had some good art, mind you, but it wasn't great. It wasn't professional. It wasn't $175 worth. And he worked me to the bone, like 9-10 hours on that piece of art. Every time I did something for him, he changed his mind and kept telling me to do, oh, I learned this thing, okay, I don't like that, I want you to redo it. Of course, there's $175, it's good money, but at this age, I would be able to do it. I would be able to do it well. It was for animals. As you can see, I can draw animals well. What I was able to do back then was barely anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't take the pressure. I was still trying to understand, like, my anxiety disorder, and I didn't understand what was going on inside me, and I was just having so many problems. Later on, I was trying to go to sleep, and I heard my dad talking about it, and I don't know if this is something he actually said, but something along the lines of, he shouldn't have actually he should have never ordered art from Carrie Ann. It's just not working out, or something like that. I was so upset. I tried giving my money back right then and there, and I was like crying my eyes out. My no, not my brother, I'm getting sidetracked. No, it was the person who ordered from me, told me that I should just keep going with the piece of art, and I said, okay, I'll just finish it, and I'll be done with it. And I spent maybe extra 30 minutes on it, and I was done with it, and I never did it again. Is this working? I can barely hear it. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit loud. Okay, let me turn that down. Either way, I was so upset about it, and it ended up making me so distraught that I never took another commission again. Now, what I did do is I did offer art trades. And in this way, I'm technically not getting paid, and what I'm getting paid in is usually a character design or another piece of art, and that way I can kind of feel free to experiment with it and do my own things, and I offer the art out for myself. Usually what I get back, I honestly believe, sometimes is kind of subpar to what I'm doing, but I'm still like, whatever, this is what I offered. So it kind of makes me feel like I'm free to make mistakes. But what I want to do is do custom art character designs with very strict rules about how you are to treat me when I am actually drawing art for you. And that way also I am doing something that not only I very much so enjoy, character designs, I could go on and on forever about them, but I'm also doing something that needs my own creativity to do. You can't just say, oh, I want this, this, and this, a person just draws, there's no creativity. No, it's all the artists. It's all the artist's creativity and perspective on what is being ordered, and you never know exactly what you're going to get out of it. So I have my own ability to do whatever I want with it while staying inside the order and still get paid for it. Now, it's a good deal. It's something I'd really enjoy if I could actually take the time to finish it in my shop. Let me see if I can find the actual picture that I worked on and how long ago I worked on it. Let me see. Wow. Well, it would have to be way down there. No, I actually think that I deleted the piece of art a long time ago because it ended up so ruining my perspective of how much I liked art and orders that I just had to get rid of it. I couldn't end up looking at it anymore. It really left me distraught and has ruined an aspect of art for me. So, never go along with peer pressure. That's the moral of the story. That sounds extremely horrible. I'm sorry you had to go through it. Yeah, it was a bad experience that lasted for like 2 weeks, but then again, I did make like $200 off of it. So, I'm not complaining too much. I just wish I hadn't taken the choice in the first place, but that kind of cements the idea of if you feel like you're not able to do something and you don't have the ability to make mistakes on it, then don't go with it. Just say, no, I'm not comfortable with it. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I mean, it's good to go out of your comfort zone, but you should only go out of your comfort zone if you have the ability to make mistakes and the ability to experiment. Don't only go out of your comfort zone with, like, for example, drawing, what I'm doing, if somebody is paying you. Go out of your comfort zone first with, go out of your comfort zone first with experiments and little sketches and references and dumb little things like that that don't really ever need to see the light of day, and if they do, it's just kind of like, cool, references, okay, then make sure you can make mistakes first. Proprosturazio said, alright ladies, it's 2 a.m. so I think I should go to sleep or something. XD, thank you for answers and good luck with your career plans. See you next time and have a nice day. And then Baggio said, shoot, wrong account. Guessing that was you. Alright then, Baggio. If you have to go to bed because it's 2 a.m., then you probably should go to bed. Thank you so much for being with me, and thank you for the good luck on my career plans. The character designing is not going to be a career plan, it's just going to be a side thing on my career, which is probably going to be archaeology, because that's what I really want to do, my dudes. Even though it doesn't pay well. What's the hair like again? It was cute and floofy. I always feel like this classical music is always a good thing to have in the background. First of all, it's relaxing, it's soothing. I mean, you never get a person who distinctly just hates piano and cannot stand classical music. It's always a thing that everyone kind of just like, oh, cool, classical music, or people like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's not a hate-love, it's kind of like a love or just meh, cool, it's music. If you do hate classical music, then tell me, and I would be really interested to hear that. Hayden Burwood said, archaeology sounds cool. I'm planning on coding and software development. A lot of people are really into the kind of coding and what is it called? My brother's getting into it, but I forgot what it was called. Okay, I forgot what it's called. It's like computer technology or something like that. Either way, it's programming, all the computer stuff. See, it seems like a lot of people are really getting into it, which makes sense. I mean, kind of believe that computers are the future. Okay, a lot of people are going on. Okay, Modami mapping. Modami probably. Prozzo OD Modamigo. Okay. Also, no. Hayden Burwood said, also I use classical music for studying. It's awesome as background noise. It really is. I heard that when it comes to psychological terms, first let me turn on my light. I can't see anything. Cool. Okay. For psychological terms, it activates a part in your brain which helps when it comes to logical thinking. It kind of like supports the whole logical thinking and the drawing aspects. It's kind of like the right part of your brain. I don't really know. Gravix said D, XD, and Modami said D. Question mark XD. Okay, what a meaningful conversation. Cool. I'm wondering if I should have this mouth open just a little bit. Yes, that is adorable. You should have a little toothy sticking out. I could do it a little better. So I don't think I mentioned this to you guys, but I also recently binge-watched all Steven Universe twice. I always thought, oh, I don't like Steven Universe. I've watched a bit of it, and it's not the show for me. It's a good show. I don't really like it. But then I ended up getting bored and running out of cartoons, so I just binged the entire thing. And I was like, oh, this is so good. I'm gonna watch it all again. That was all in like a 2-week span. Now I want to binge it again, but I'm not gonna binge an entire cartoon series 3 times. Oh my gosh. Whenever I tell people that, people are like, oh my gosh, how much time do you have? Thing is that I never devote my time solely to one thing. I'm always doing like 5 things at once. I study while I'll sometimes study or write things while I'm watching cartoons. Many times just studied for a test while cartoons are going on in the background. I draw while I watch cartoons. I read while I watch cartoons. I do everything while I watch cartoons. I cannot just do one thing at once. I always have to do things. Hayden Bearwood said, never watch that, maybe I should. Gonna tell you one thing. If you like anything in the world, if you have the ability to like, you'll probably like that show. It's amazing. It has amazing music. Like the best music I've honestly ever heard inside of an animated show. Even like an animated movie. You give me that, I don't know, Let It Go or Part of Your World. Nah, that ain't the good shiz. What you need is Steven Universe soundtrack. It's got the good stuff. I'm pretty sure everyone that they employ, they're like, okay, first before you audition, sing for me. And only the best singers get in, because they have some amazing, brilliant voices in there. And some very meaningful songs. I have cried so much while watching that show. It's great. So many feels, so many amazing character relationships. Ah, so many great things in it. And it's got 5 seasons, so while everyone else is dying waiting for a season, the next part of season 5, or just season 5 in general, by the time you get there, unless you binge it in like less than a day, like me, then there should be more episodes by the time you get to the back, and you should get over that. Hey Tisser, I never really know. But still, it's a pretty good time to watch it. Great, adorable characters. Amazing plotline. Oh my gosh, the characters are amazing. So many redemption things, so many theories going around. Wait. What happened? Is this? Okay, is this working? Is it working now? It turned off for like a second. Okay. Cool. Looks like everything's doing good. I don't know why. I think my internet just poofed. My internet just pooped for a moment there. Okay, I'm glad everything's good. Glad about that. I always have my live stream playing on my tablet right next to me, so that I always can see exactly what's happening. Is it happening? That apparently didn't happen anytime during the Sims Let's Play, but then again, we don't talk about that, except I do way too much. And I have the live chat open so I can see you guys whenever you guys talk to me, which is cool, my dudes. I should probably live stream a lot more. Considered live streaming different things. I really want to live stream maybe West of Loathing, or I really want to live stream Slime Rancher. I've been wanting to play that for ever since it came out. And now with all the adorable things in it, I should probably do this. I so want to play that game, but it's more money than I can afford. Unless I can somehow buy it with an Amazon gift card. Because I have 30 bucks in Amazon gift cards, and if I can, then I could buy West of Loathing and Slime Rancher, and I could live stream it for you guys, which would be awesome. I also want to see if I can actually get, and my computer will actually handle Sims 4. So I would love to do that. I'd love to actually do Sims 4, see if I can try to best I can make my weird little bird thing. I don't know, it's kind of like a fursona, it's birdsona's thing. I don't know, because fursonas usually have this whole stigmatism with them, and I'm not a part of the fandom, and I don't really care. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna turn this into a bee. Bumblebee. It's Bumblebee. It's a happy Bumblebee. That's the cutest Bumblebee I've ever drawn in my entire life. What should this Bumblebee's name be? It needs a name. It needs a good name. I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys name this Bumblebee. It's not gonna be character. It's not gonna be interesting. It's never gonna do anything. I might end up actually trying to make a character out of it. Oh, that would be great. Like, oh, my weird fursona thing that has no name suddenly has a Bumblebee pet. Whatever. I don't know what's going on anymore with this channel. I want to turn it into a medium in order to use my characters, maybe have some stories or narratives. Kinda came up with one that might end up a little bit fun. Called, I'd probably call it something like Log Dates, which I know is reminiscent of Steven Universe. I know that, but I don't care. Steven Universe doesn't own using log dates. Who cares? It can be inspired by something. Don't sue me, Rebecca Sugar. Please don't sue me. I don't want to be sued. Either way, I was thinking of something like that with this one character I kind of consider my trademark character, who actually has a name and a story and a personality, unlike the bird, which is kind of supposed to be a representation of me. And dude still doesn't have a name. Either way, I was thinking that it would kind of be a narrative following this character who's an inventor, kind of following just stupid thing that she does. But not having an actual narrative to it, maybe being something like Ethan Sees All, or, what's the other one? Welcome to Night Vale. I mean, from what I can tell, those don't really have a huge story to them. They're just a collection of, in order, kind of events that are happening with characters. And if I do end up coming with a story, then great. I was thinking that would be pretty interesting. I mean, a inventor who works with garbage, who also likes to blow a bunch of stuff up, and has a robot made out of garbage, who's also very sassy. That sounds like fun. Lots of sass and sarcasm, and lots of explosions. Can't believe that I've been drawing this for 1 hour, and look how much I've done already. I mean, not look how much I've done already, but look how much I've done already. I've just sketched out a little bit of this, and I lined 1.5 things. I work so slowly. I probably should stop soon. I'm getting pretty tired. Don't want to incur my father's wrath upon me for talking back to him and telling him, dude, I'm in the middle of something, I can't really stop. I love it when you're inside the middle of something and your parents say, well, why don't you just pause it? Like, what? No. What? It's the kind of thing where maybe they think it's, I don't know, like Pokemon. Or, wow, I talk about Pokemon like the really old thing. I never played Pokemon. I might live stream me playing Pokemon with, well, I have ended up playing it recently on like a kind of old version. I think it's Emerald over a downloadable emulator, but it's not that good and I keep forgetting to save it and stuff like that. Either way, they think that it's some sort of old game like the old Sonic games, the old Mario games, or the old games that they used to play where they could just pause it and do whatever. It's like, no, I'm inside the middle of live streaming. I'm inside the middle of a multiplayer game, or I'm inside the middle of a task that can only be done at this time of the day, and you can't just pause it. And they don't understand, and they get angry. They're like, don't sass me. Oh my god. You just don't understand, bro. Okay, I just called my mom bro. That's cool. But happily, I've gotten enough, well, I've gotten enough into mom's skin, I guess under it, but not in a way that she's angry at it, but in a way that I've influenced her, for her to kind of be like, oh, okay, then you can keep going, just make sure you get this chore done, because I know you'll do it as soon as you're done. And like my brother who just forgets, so mom gets really angry at him. Me, I'll work on it for like 10 minutes until I can find the first possible time to stop, and then I do so. And then I work on what I was supposed to. This shoulder blade looks really weird. Looks better just going like that. I wonder how many people are left here. 2 watching. Cool. That's what this thingamajig looks like. I don't know what it means. Either way, yeah, I was thinking that maybe I should definitely stop about right here. It's been an hour long. It's usually a good place to stop off at like an hour. It's late for, well, at least it was late for Bodzio Elite. Bodzio Elite, sorry, said that wrong. But either way, save this, accept this. Alright then, it was nice talking to you. Glad a lot of you guys can make it. I should do this more often. Probably won't. But I'll be going now. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Grievous, Mudemy Mapping, Hayden, and Bodzio, you're already here and you already left, so I already said goodbye to you. Goodbye, everybody. It was nice talking to you.